Good evening and welcome everyone to the Cobx Masters. We've made it to the final here at Jaipur between Carnage5 and Fuzion Gaming. Both these teams beat the semifinals 2-0. So both of them had a very strong showing in their semifinal games, and we're hoping for a close final best of 3 here.
With that in mind, I wouldn't actually mind seeing them on their start on their T side because of how slow it takes for them to really feel the game.
Yeah.
In comparison to Carnage, who is usually, from what we've seen in the semifinal, have been ready to go from the get-go. So pretty easy. I think it's gonna be it's gonna be beneficial for Fuzion start on the T side.
Yeah, I'd like to remind the viewers, Train is one of the most one-sided maps in the whole pool, really. CTs have a huge advantage here.
It's one of the only remaining maps in the pool that is very CT side, because a lot of maps have now become a bit of mix and match. But Train is still one of those maps that is not. It's still very much CT favored, unless you can get the momentum on T side. As if you can break the economy of the CT side, then it is actually quite easy to get rounds on the T side. But as long as you don't get them on that full buy with the ops and everything, and that's the hardest round when it comes to T side. But the piss around here is very advantageous now, because the CTs do not have any smokes, they don't have anything counter it. They only have that long range duels. If the Ts can actually play impact play, probably throw a smoke down lower and then push on to that guy on the side, I believe B is a very easy pick here for Carnage5 if they decide to go for it. Only one guy really countering them and one person really far away. Yeah, this is going to be a really good push for them.
Here we go. Thor looking to start things off in this best of 3. Who's going to get that first kill? They do not check the back of sight. And Trist catches Thor off guard, but it does get traded back. Killer B finds a headshot on Kira as the bomb gets planted. Now, Carnage5 hoping to defend this bomb site against 4 CTs. And Fuzion Gaming are pushing up. Here's Equa getting that kill onto Shadow on site. Killer B actually smoked the bomb off. He can go for an ninja defuse here while his teammates help him out. Dragot finds a headshot onto Kronos. Here's Dark Soul. Couldn't find the headshot. And a defuse comes through. Fuzion Gaming win the first round of the game. Dark Soul hoping to survive, but no such luck. Torres shoots him straight in the head. It's a sweep for Fuzion Gaming. They get all 5.
Yeah. Well, they didn't get all 5. They did lose a few by the end there. Yeah. But most importantly there is that they did, like I mentioned earlier, easily go through the bomb site. They only had one person really to counter that. But the problem is, as there's 4 players retaking, they do have those long-range duels. And the terrorists did not have any utility to counter it. They didn't have any flashes, nothing to pop flash for each other, try to get a few entries. So they were basically stuck on trying to win aim duels and get back to lower and higher, which would have been their optimal positions to hold that bomb. But the CTs did not even allow them to get back, and it basically put them in a hard place as they were stuck on the bomb site. So now Carnage, now that they planted the bomb, they are going to eco, because if they can eco this round, they should be able to buy next round. So all they're going to be hoping now is to actually surprise Killer as he's in the site. They know where he is because he throws that flash. So if you can actually get this entry, kind of surprise them with a P250 kill and get the bomb plant, this would be optimal for them. Just get a few kills and just get that bomb plant and work towards next round.
Bear in mind, Carnage5 only have that one smoke to work with Shadow. So not a lot of utility, really. No flashes to help them get on the site. They're going to have to rely on some good aim. There's the smoke. And Trist, Killer B, both of them hiding on site. As he looks towards Upper, he looks away just at the wrong time as all terrorists jump out. Dark Soul finds that headshot on Trist. Killer B goes down as well. This is bad news for Fuzion Gaming, but Dragot trades 1 kill back. That's Kronos dropping as the bomb gets planted now for Carnage5. Everyone keeps dropping one by one. Dark Soul gets picked off. So does Shadow. Thor and Kira, last 2 remaining, they go down as well. Fuzion Gaming make the retake work and should be able to get the defuse.
Yeah, and most important here is, as I mentioned earlier, they did make that very close. There's a few people that were very low HP, but otherwise, they did what was very optimal for them. They did get that bomb plant, and they got 2 people as well. So they are going to go for these AKs. I believe one had a little bit enough money for maybe a glass cannon op or something, but they decide to go for 5 AKs, which is not a bad idea because Fuzion Gaming I believe, cannot afford an op. So this is gonna be advantageous now for Carnage5. They have the AKs and the utility, while Fuzion 5 are still stuck on a few submachine guns and a FAMAS, and 2 FAMASs actually. So this Carnage, if they want to actually break Fuzion's back here, this is their opportunity. And keep in mind, this is Fuzion's map pick. They picked Train, so Carnage5 is on the back foot here. But if they can get a few rounds here, this is gonna be advantageous for them.
Thor kind of got caught getting shot through the butt there. Thor goes down. Here's Doors. They get kills as well. Dragod from Top Dog gets another one. And just like that, Carnage5 get obliterated. Fuzion Gaming win the round, and they pick up AKs as well. This is perfect for them.
Yeah, not only did they make money from those submachine guns, they got the money from the kills, but they did upgrade to those AKs as well. So now that they have 3 AKs, actually, they could buy an AWP. Dragod had 6.8k. He could have bought an AWP, and considering Train is actually very good for AWP setups, it would have been interesting for them, but they decide against it, decide to go for a P90 for some reason. Again, there's a lot of these P90 buys, and there's limited positions you can actually use the P90. This is one of them, but let's see if that actually works.
Oh, he makes it work. Gets one and the second as well. Oh my god, the third Trist. That's a 3k for the P90. He's only down to 12 bullets, so he's gonna have to reload sooner or later. But he just tore Carnage5 apart. Gets the bomb location as well. Torres picks off Kira, who was all alone, which means Kronos is the last man standing as he hides at Ivy. They know where he is, but he couldn't really get anything before dropping Equok. Gets that kill. And Fuzion Gaming lead now 4-0.
And now, I would not usually suggest having a P90 on basically on Train on the CT side, just because there's a limited amount of positions you can go with it. But he does make it work. He does go against an eco, so not too bad from him. He does make some money off it. But at this point, Carnage, they will have 5 AKs and utility enough to actually counter it. So this P90, I don't agree with it. In a round such as this, it might actually come to cost them. Ooh, Torres though, he almost got that right in the face.
Well, he dodged it.
Yeah.
It's rare that you see someone dodge a nade, but Torres made it work. He only lost 2 HP off of that. Oof, Trist wanted to get above the smoke, and he paid the price for it. That's Kronos hitting that shot. Here's Thor just before the smoke landed. Smart play by Thor, and he finds that shot onto Killer B. Now Carnage5 can make their move onto that B site. There's no one there from the CTs. Fuzion Gaming, I believe that is Equok, who's just outside connector. He's finally made it to the back of inner. Okay, let's get that headshot onto Equok. Gets another one with Dark Soul as well. Equok making it work with 17 HP. Here's Torres finding that shot onto Shadow as well. But Kira responds with 1 and 2. Finds 2 kills now. It's a 1v2 for Dragod. Can he make it work? They're both super low, 4 HP and 9 HP. He does spot Kronos, but he does not see Kira behind the box. This is critical for Kronos. For Dragod, does he look the other way? No, he does not. And Kira finds the kill. Carnage5 win their first point of the game.
That was very close. Actually, Kira, if he missed a few more of those bullets, he could have actually turned around and shot him. He didn't even have to shoot him for much, even if it's on the toe. He would have killed him. I think Kira was 4 HP at that point. And Carnage5 finally get around on the board. And Fuzion, I definitely say, finally gets an AWP on the board as well. Because Train is one of those maps that AWP would be really beneficial. And a lot of places, actually. There's so many positions you can rotate with that AWP. So let's see what they can do here. Carnage5 only have 4 AKs and an AWP. And they don't even have that much utility, so even though they won the round, they did lose a lot of weapons. Dragod kind of injures himself on that drop. Yeah. But anyway, bit awkward there. But,
suboptimal, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But they do have the benefit of the fact that Carnage has been wasting most of their smokes here. They only have one more other smoke, so a push is going to be vital here, and against AWPs, it's going to be difficult.
Torres, he missed the shot, but he gets it again. Dark Soul re-peeks him for some reason, and he paid the price for it. Dark Soul went down. Here's Shadow pushing from Ivy. He does get Equok, but he lost a teammate in the process. Switches his UMP for an up as he peeks towards CT, but Dragod from Hell finds that kill. He's Thor, getting one for himself onto Torres. But Dragod should be able to get this, or not. Down to 30 HP. Thor is also pretty low. That nade was not enough to finish him off. We're down to a 2v3 now for both Carnage5 members. Thor and Kronos alive. Thor finds a headshot onto Dragod. This could be good for Carnage5. Kronos finds Trist as well as he begins the bomb plant. Killer Bee's on the other side of the train. He can't see the bomb being planted, but he definitely heard it. As he finds the kill onto Kronos, Thor is the last man standing here with 28 HP as the bomb ticks away. Killer Bee, he's got a nade and a molly. While he's out Ivy, he does not know where Thor is. And Thor, he's using it to his advantage. Look at that, Killer Bee still searching. The bomb ticks away. He's looking the other way, and Thor finds that kill easily. Gets another point for Carnage5.
Yeah, and now Fuzion, they do not have enough money to really purchase anything worthwhile here. So Carnage, they have another opportunity to actually get another round on the board. And again, keep in mind this is Fuzion's map pick, so they're going to need at least after maybe losing this round to try and make something out of the next round. But they are going to half buy here. They are balancing their economy, so it's not that big of a deal. But let's see, maybe these Deagles and a bit of armor CZs can actually get something done here. It does happen more often than not that actually you can get a lot of damage with pistols. And then he's going a bit with a one-way smoke, Trist. Is anyone actually going to push him?
It's a very smart smoke by Trist.
And let's see. Honestly, it does look they're going to go towards alley, but there are two people waiting for him as well. So this could be a bit awkward here from Shadow.
He does not have a flash
to
make this easier for him, but he does spot a shoulder, and he finds a headshot onto Dragod. Dragod goes down, but oh, there's another one. He was not expecting to, and Torres finds that kill, but Kira trades it back. In the end, it's a 1-for-2 as the rest of Carnage5 make their way onto the B site. Now here's Killer Bee with nothing but a P2000.
With armor, for some reason.
And, well, armor, but that doesn't matter really if you get shot in the head. Just like Dark Soul did. Thor gets one as well. Trist actually caught Thor by surprise there.
Looking the wrong way,
They do not see him on the side. Finally, Dark Soul realizes, hey, there's someone here. And he gets that kill onto Trist. And so Carnage5 reduced the gap to only one round now. 4-3 the score.
This could have been a bit awkward because if you didn't notice, after that CT got that kill, he basically decided to look up towards lower instead of looking towards where the CT actually was. And if the CT actually noticed that, he could have actually gotten 2 kills from that. But why did he buy P2K armor? That's the real question. That's $650 that's completely wasted. At least if you're going to spend that much, just buy a Deagle and maybe you can get some damage with it. Because P2000 is not a good weapon to use, especially against AK armor. So, but I guess it doesn't really matter in the end. Torres now is on a glass cannon, so he's going to try to get something with that AWP. But Carnage, they're only one round away from actually tying this up.
Fuzion Gaming, they need to get away with a positive scoreline this half. 9-6 would be good. 10-5 would be the goal. Any more and it's paradise for them. But Carnage5 are not going to make it easy. Torres does find that first kill onto Kira. With the AWP, gets a second one onto Dark Soul as well. Carnage5, this is getting risky. They're starting to push the AWP without smokes or flashes. And they paid the price for it. They've lost 2 members. 40 seconds left on the clock now, and Carnage5 are a bit split up. Finally, Shadow might start joining up with his teammates here. Eats a nade to the face. And he definitely regrets peeking that as he picks up the bomb and goes to join up with his teammates now. With 30 seconds left, here's the flashes coming out. Here's Thor making his entry onto the site. It's a smart smoke. He can't see the player in connector. He knows Killer Beast somewhere back off site, and he does get that headshot. Shadow finds Trist as well. This is good for Carnage5 as the bomb gets planted with only 15 seconds left to go. Equok hiding behind the black train. Thor doesn't quite know where he is, and he could be in trouble here. Equok hoping to get the wall bang, and he does get the kill in the end. Shadow on site, manages to find Equok. It's only a 2v2 now. Can he get Dragod as well? No, it's Dragod who finds that headshot. Kronos is the last man standing for Carnage5 as he hides in upper. The bomb does get tapped. No one's looking upper. It was a fake all along. Now it's tapped again by Torres. And Kronos does not know, but he does the headshot anyway. He got the kill. This is super bad for Fuzion Gaming. It was a 1v2. Kronos should not have won that, but he did it anyway. Carnage5 tie things up 4-4.
Yeah, I'm sort of safe face palming a bit there because that was not a good position to hold. If you're gonna hold your teammate from being shot from up there, he could have at least tried to climb up the train and get a better angle. At that point, Kronos was able to actually move a bit more towards the right, where the covering CT was not able to see him, and he was basically given a free shot against the bomb diffuser. So misplay there. He shouldn't have been standing that far away from the person he was covering. And a bit as well, really decent play there from Carnage5. Shadow allowed his teammate to bait, sort of going towards the bomb side, that the CT pushed through the smoke, expecting that he'll be able to flank him. But Shadow's actually holding that flank and got that kill on the CT who was trying to go through that smoke. So very good hold from Carnage. And although it came down to a 1v2, Kronos took advantage of the bomb cover who was not holding the position correctly and knew how to play that position basically to perfection there, considering the advantage he was given. So well played from Kronos. And now Fuzion, considering they're on their CT side, they're doing exactly what I mentioned earlier, is that CTs, when they start losing all this money and they're kind of broke, then they're basically at disadvantage against terrorists. Look at this push here from the back.
Okay, Torres.
There's 3 people knocking on the
back. But it is still a 4v4 because Rhaegar also got a kill, picks up an op as well. Dark Soul catches Killer B at the back of B. But Equak finds that shot onto Kronos. Fuzion Gaming are not going down easy.
No.
And they're about to get in trouble here. There's someone right behind him, I believe. Chris makes his way towards upper. Thor finds that kill. However, Equak trades it back down to a 2v2. They pick up ops and AKs as well. This is perfect for Fuzion Gaming. There's the op. Oh, he hits him through the wall. It's not enough, but he does get a kill onto Dark Soul as well. Peeks up here again. Oh my god, Dre God. That was beautiful.
That was beautiful, but very sloppy there from Carnage, you'd think. It was an eco and he decided to flank it. That one person, as soon as he died back in Team Main, he easily called to his teammates that they were flanking with a bunch of people. Kronos should have actually gathered up with his teammates so he can actually trade kills with any pushing CTs, pushing those pistols. Instead, he decided to fight against 1 versus 3, and he actually lost that weapon that basically gave the CTs an extra AK to work with. And if he just fell back and regrouped with his teammates, then they could have at least tried to trade those kills. But no, he kind of fed himself away to those CTs and got an extra AK, and that actually was enough for them to win the round, per se. So very risky, and they did not pull off there from Carnage, especially from Kronos. And now Fuzion Gaming, they basically got Carnage on another eco.
It's sad stuff to lose around on an eco when you have AKs and ops. But that's what's happened here. Carnage5, they're gonna have to pick up the scraps now. They've got P250s, a Deagle, and a CZ for Kronos. They've already lost, oh my god, they've already lost Shadow. That nade cost Kronos most of his HP. Dragon finds that headshot onto Kira with the op, no less. This guy, once he picks up the op, he's a completely different player. It's beautiful to watch, really. Carnage5 not interested in that B-side this time as they all go make their way towards Pop Dog. Here's Torres. He spots one at E-Box and gets that kill, but he can't land another one onto Thor. He doesn't need to anyways. Killer B and Equak find those 2 kills, and Fuzion Gaming extend their lead once more, 6-4.
10th round now, so this is 1/3 of the map. So I'm gonna assume that Fuzion, now that they're finally starting to hit their shots, that they're actually starting to warm up to the game. As I mentioned, we've seen them play 2 maps on the semifinals, and both of them, they had a very slow start where, like Carnage, have gotten multiple rounds on their weaker sides, while Fuzion was on the stronger side. And they required time to really get going on the game. And this is basically the same thing as we've noticed before. Right? Is Fuzion now ready to keep this up and keep the scoreline at least modest towards their favor? Or are they going to allow Carnage to get a few more rounds on the board?
Oh, Kira couldn't get anything there, but Shadow, he trades one back and finds an extra onto Equak. It's already 2 kills for Shadow, but Killer B shuts him down. And we're back to a 3v3 now as Thor makes his way onto the B side. It's completely open now. Everyone from Fuzion Gaming ran towards A and they left B completely open. They're about to pay the price for it because the bomb should get planted any moment now by Kronos. And if they turn their backs towards A, they're gonna get surprised by a flank from behind. But Thor actually gets caught by Trist before he can do some real damage. The bomb has been planted by Kronos. I remind you, here's Dark Soul coming from Connector. They will not be expecting this one from Dark Soul. As he spots Taurus first, gets that headshot. Backs off. Trist finds the headshot onto Kronos as he runs straight towards the bomb. He does not know where Dark Soul is, surprisingly enough. And he stays on the bomb. He's got no kit. There's no way he can make this work. And Dark Soul finds the headshot to shut him down and win the round for Carnage5.
Yeah, I mean, if he just taps the bomb, he knows where the terrorist is coming from. So if he just taps the bomb, he can shoot at the terrorist who was panicking, especially when he had a flash in his hand. He could have easily killed him, and then actually he would have had enough time to defuse that bomb. But he decides to hold it a bit longer. He does go for the fight eventually, but by that point he had less time on the board, and the player that went up against him actually had the jump on him. He had the AK out and prepared to actually take that fight. A bit of a mistiming, but he couldn't have known that the flash was in the guy's hand, obviously. That's something we can see as casters with that X-ray on. But at this point now, Fuzion Gaming this is their last chance, I think, before they get on another eco. Yeah, it is. So this is tough for them. Oh, I think Dark Soul just dinked his teammate there, didn't he?
Interesting stuff. And yeah, that's a bit of a tilter there for Carnage5.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened there. It did seem like it from how the GoTV switched. But honestly speaking, at this point, Carnage5 is basically in the driver's seat. Even if they have less rounds than Fuzion, this is their T side.
Dark Soul finds a headshot onto Trist, but Dragot trades it back. Here's Kronos getting a pick onto Killer B as well. Went a bit aggressive, and he paid the price for it. And Carnage5. Kira picks up an M4 off the ground. This is good stuff for them. Got the one-man advantage, but Equok brings it back to level ground. Here's Kira and Sandwich. He knows that Equok is there somewhere, and he finds that kill. It's an easy pickup, really, and down to a 3v2 now for Carnage. Time is running out. They've got to commit, and they've got to commit fast. As Shadow makes his way towards that B-side, Kronos climbs up ladder to join up with his teammate, but Shadow has yet to plant the bomb. Finally begins to plant, but he is hurt by Dragot. This could be risky here. He hides in Sandwich, but Dragot should be able to find the kill, and he does finish him off. Kronos, last man standing. He's been in this position before. Exactly like this. A 1v2 and an upper. And he's gonna do it again! No! He almost did it, but Dragot this time, ready for him, finds that kill. It's a smart molly as well, and Fuzion Gaming back in the lead 7-5.
Yeah, it's about time they get some rounds on the board, and although Carnage do not have that much money to work with, they're still quite comfortable, I'd say. Keep in mind, Train is one of those more CT-side maps compared to others, so if Carnage can get if they can get one more round and then win the pistol round, they're basically in the driver's seat next half, because that would be a very good scenario for them. But even if they win the next round and lose the pistol round, then they're a bit in a tough spot. So let's see.
Dark Soul, he's pushing up super hard, and he pays the price for it. Taurus finds that kill, gets another one onto Shadow as well. Here's Carnage5 coming out of Pop Dog. They find the FAMAS in their face. Kira gets that kill, but Dragot and Taurus finish the last two members off. Carnage only got that one kill in this eco, not what they were hoping for. But they're gonna have to settle for that one kill.
It's only an eco anyway, but now they have the full buy. Well, as full buy that you could consider, considering they don't have that much utility, and one player has an AWP, and they're going up against. Okay, not an AWP. I thought they had an AWP, but I guess not. And Carnage, if they can win these next two rounds, they'd be in a very good position. While Fuzion, they need these two rounds if they want some sort of advantage going into the next half. Especially if they can win the pistol round, the T side, then they'd be in a perfect position to actually win out this map on their map favor.
Ooh, Dracod. He went for the peek. He does get 1 kill. But that's it. And Dark Soul trades it back. And we're down to a 4v4 now. That's Carnage5. Again, they seem to really focus on that B site. I don't think they've gone for A. They've only gone for it once, if I remember correctly. Here's Thor hoping to get a peek onto the site. And Equok finds him in the head just at the edge of the smoke there. It's a smart one-way smoke. Equok gets another one, this time onto Dark Soul. And Kronos gets dinked in the head through the smoke. This is super bad, but he does get that kill onto Equok. And he's about to get surprised by P90 on the site. Trist gets those final 2 kills. Carnage5 all die. And Fuzion Gaming get their 9th point of the first half.
Yeah, and he made that P90 work. Speaking of making P90s work, did you see my clip yesterday that I sent you?
Yes.
P90 ace I got. I've been taking a note out of the Indian.
10.
No, there was a second clip in the same video that I got P90 ace. And
Excuse me.
I taking a page of Indian CS basically, using that P90 to work. And you know what? It's actually a pretty good gun when you think of it.
Oh, don't be one of those P90 players. Come on.
No, I'm not. But it was fun to use for a while. But this push here from Taurus, a bit risky.
Shadow paid the price, and Kronos trades that 1 kill back. Taurus couldn't get anything done with the op, surprisingly enough, and he has to fall back. It's a good amount of nades, forcing him to go all the way back. And Carnage5 actually changed their mind about long. They're falling back. Surprisingly enough, they got the entry, but they didn't really commit. Interesting play, really. Are they hoping for a fake out? Maybe. I mean, I know if Thor peeks, he's about to get an op shot to the face if he peeks that angle. And I think he knows it as well. That's why he's playing super safe. Someone's holding ladder as well. So, not a lot of options really for Carnage5 here. This is the final round of the first half, I remind you. Again, Fuzion Gaming hoping for a 10-5. And Carnage5, if they get this 9-6, they'll be very happy going into the CT side. Here's Dragod hoping to get that kill finally. Killer B helps him out. Gets that kill onto Kronos as well. Carnage5 already lose 2 members. They're down to only 2. Dark Soul finds that kill onto Killer B, but it's not enough. Nowhere near enough, really. Dragod picks up those last 2 kills, and Fuzion Gaming end the first half 10-5.
Yep, and now Fuzion have a really good position here. If they can win the pistol round, then they have a very good chance to actually finish off this map. But Carnage, they do need their pistol round because they do not have that big of a... They're going to go a bit for a freeze time here. And while they do that, we can actually discuss it a bit. Carnage5 here, if they do not win this pistol round, they're going to have a very big gap between them. And Fuzion, they only need 6 rounds to win this map. Losing that pistol round and the following, say, force buy, and then losing that eco, that's already 3 out of those 6 rounds that Fuzion needs to finish off this map. So Carnage, they need this pistol round, because if they can get this pistol round and say maybe Fuzion ecos in case they plant the bomb, then it should be 10-7, which isn't that big of a gap. Or if they don't plant the bomb and then they force buy in the second round and they win that and the eco, then it's already 10-8. So you're talking about closing that gap quite quickly. So the importance of the pistol round and the following rounds is really important here for Carnage. While Fuzion, if they can do it, then they're basically almost closing out the map completely. Then it comes down to those last few gun rounds. But even if they do fail in a few gun rounds, they would have had a big enough gap not to be too worried about. Yeah,
this is, as you said, Fuzion Gaming, they'd love to win this pistol, but it's not a must. Carnage5, however, this is it. This is go time for them. They've got to give it gas now. And right now they're going for a standard setup, really. You see 2 people on that B side, 1 guy at connector, and 1 at Ivy and 1 at Hell. But they know that no one's coming from longer Ivy from Fuzion Gaming. They know Fuzion also focusing a bit towards that B side. Both teams playing very patiently, really. Hoping for the other to make a mistake, but no one's falling for it. No one's taking the bait.
That's a good thing too. Just maybe hold it a stalemate, but Carnage5, if they can hold a stalemate, then they actually have an advantage. But keep in mind, they are going to push very fast towards him, and he's the only one holding close.
Yeah,
They're going to
this
try to
is
work towards a retake, I think.
this could be risky here. But Carnage5. I'm
Bit of a
sorry,
fake
Fusion
going on
Gaming. They have yet to make a move. There's the smoke onto A from Killer B, hoping to fake out some members, but no one really moving yet. Here's the smoke coming onto the B side. Equok makes his way to the side. Someone's holding close. That's Shadow with the P250. Can't really hit any shots, it seems like. He does have a kit, but if he rushes through the smoke, he's gonna go straight into the execution squad. And Torres finds that kill with the help of Trist. Of course, here's Kronos hoping to make his way onto the side as well. Darksoul finds that headshot. Kronos gets one as well. This could be good stuff here for Carnage5. They can definitely go for this retake now. Dragod gets thinked as well. He's down to 1 or 11 HP, I apologize. They have pick up the kit. Thor gets 2 actually. Oh, this is perfect for Carnage5. It's only Killer B left, and they sandwich him at upper. Kira can defuse the bomb in peace. Carnage5, they win the pistol.
Yep, they do, and he did pick up that kit as well, but a bit of a mix-up there from Shadow in the beginning of the round. I believe it was Shadow. He was like on top of that bomb train. That he could have actually killed one of the people crossing the side, but instead he was holding S in the same time, missed a few bullets, goes down and goes through a smoke in front of way too many people there, and yeah, a bit funky from him specifically, but they did make it work in the end, and now that was the pistol round they needed. And since they did get the bomb plants, they are going to go for that gun round in the next round. So this is just going to be a plain eco here. Just one deagle and the rest are just going to stick on P250s. But they are making it expensive already.
Killer B does get Thor, but Darksoul responds with 2 actually. That's Killer B and Equok going down. Can he get the 3rd? No, he cannot. Trist finds that headshot. This could be good stuff for Fusion Gaming, but Kira, he's tearing them apart, but he ran out of bullets. And Trist finds that kill, but Shadow from behind. He comes along to save the day. Carnage5, they win the round, but boy oh boy was it expensive.
Yeah, it was expensive, and now since that was expensive, they're gonna go up against a full buy here, and they're not gonna have the best weaponry. They're gonna have 3 FAMASs and 1 P90. There is only 1 M4 that's on this team, and obviously not a single op either. So Fusion Gaming, they actually have a very big advantage here to actually get this round. And Carnage5, they're on the back foot here. They're already pushing up.
This time they're attacking that A site, and they're paying the price for it. Darksoul finds that headshot onto Equok. Dragod does get a kill, so does Killer B as well. This time he gets Shadow and Thor. It's only Kira and Kronos left for Carnage5 here. The bomb has been planted. It is a 2v3 for the CTs if they go for this retake. And Kira does get that first headshot onto Torres. He can definitely make this work now. Down to a 2v2 with Trist down to 22 HP as Kronos makes his way from Pop Dog now. Trist, however, finds that kill straight to the head onto Kronos. Kira hoping to get him. He's hiding behind E-Box, but there's someone straight to his left, and Kira somehow lands that flick, but it's not enough. Trist finds that kill anyways, and Fusion Gaming win the gun round 11-7 the scoreline.
Now they at least get some rounds on the board. Fusion on their T side. This is literally the first gun round that they've had, and they did win it out. So Carnage5 have no money whatsoever, so they're gonna have to eco here. So this should be a guaranteed 12th round for Fusion, unless they kind of mess up here. I mean, there is a possibility that they take care that they don't get hit by the stack. Already.
It's a good headshot from Darksoul.
That guy's low as well.
Killer B finds a kill onto Kira. Here's Kronos with the deagle from across the map. Finds the kill onto Equok, but still the better weaponry shining through here for Fusion Gaming as they pick up those final 2 kills. Carnage5, they do not go down easily, but they went down in the end in Fusion Gaming, leading 12-7 now.
They did really make that expensive though. Definitely. And the Carnage, although they can buy, it's not going to be the best buy either. So I think they're just going to either half buy or fully eco. They look like they're still thinking about it. Okay, no, they're just all bought except for Dark Soul. Questionable. I honestly, if you're gonna buy, you might as well all buy, even if you're gonna try and save that off.
Shadow actually flashed his teammate there. Ah, that's so painful. Dark Soul, he got flashed by his own teammate, and they both die. Does Fuzion Gaming make their way onto the B side? The bomb has been planted now. Looks like Carnage5, they're not gonna go for this, I feel like. They're gonna save their weaponry instead, which is not a bad idea considering how low their money is at the moment.
They should have actually tried to buy together Carnage. Dark Soul was pushing with a P250 in armor on his own. Yeah, there's a guy behind him, but you know, that huge rush, you need both players to have guns in their hands. And yeah, they definitely costed them in the end. Trist, only one to get kills as well, does go down here. But they did win the round. That's the important thing.
It's the very important part. Oh, they deny Thor his M4. It's even better news for Fuzion Gaming. No M4 for Carnage5 this round.
No effort for you.
But still, 13-7 is a scoreline to be proud of for now. They can relax a bit. They've got a huge advantage. But it's not over yet. Carnage5, they can definitely make this comeback happen.
They could, but will they is the question. They do have a scout and an open 2 Found Masters, so this is going to be a bit tough with this weaponry. But they can make it work. They just have to really keep their...
Ooh, the scout. He lands the shot, but it's not enough for the kill. Trist could not finish him off, and the scout pays off. Kronos finds that kill. Shadow gets one onto Trist as well. What is happening? How are Carnage5 winning this? Fuzion Gaming, they drop one by one. Torres is the last man standing. He's got an M4, but that's about it. As he looks towards his right-hand side, he could not get the kill onto Thor on time. Carnage5, they win a round they really should not have won.
No, and Fuzion, they can still buy again here. Thor is gonna go for his trusty op. And Trist gonna go for a trusty P90 because, you know, every team needs a P90 apparently these days. And Fuzion Gaming, they're still in the driver's seat. They only need 2 rounds to get for that game point and 3 rounds to actually win the entire map on their own map pick, keep in mind. So Carnage5 really on the back foot here. They do have the round advantage here, but they do not have that much weapons either. Many weapons, sorry. Well, they have many weapons, but not good weapons anyway.
He's got a P90, sure, but look at that. There's 2 people waiting for him. Killer Bee pushes up, and Shadow finds that first kill, but Dragod was ready for it. He gets both Shadow and Kronos as well. Dragod's down to 34. Fuzion Gaming, they've got the 1-man advantage for now as far as peeks and finds Kira on top of the train. It's another death for Carnage5. It's only 2 people left now. Things are definitely falling apart. Bear in mind, all Fuzion Gaming need is 3 more rounds and they will finish off the map. Carnage5 cannot afford to make any more mistakes like that, and Dark Soul knows it. He does get the kill onto Dragod. Oh my god, how can Trist not kill him there? He switches to the P250 and lands a dink as well. Carnage5! Oh my god, Dark Soul! What the? Oh, wow. Wow.
That should not have happened.
The play of the tournament right there. Dark Soul. He actually clutches it in a spectacular manner. I have never seen something like that before. That was beautiful, Dark Soul.
Yeah, definitely playing on hard mode, Dark Soul. he does kill the final boss at this point.
What was that?
That should not have happened. I saw that nade coming considering he was so low HP, that last guy. But I did not expect him to get that P250 headshot either. That should not have happened. I don't know how Trist missed him when he's above him as well. Did you notice, like, Trist is right above him and just completely missed? What's going on here already?
Oh, this is weird stuff. Dark Soul, he just did a 1v4 last round, but this time he lost to a P250 of all things. But here's Kira. That's a good spray. Gets both Killer Bee and Trist. But Equok shuts him down with a shot to the head. Kronos is the last man standing against 2. The op shot missed. Another one missed as well from Equok. What is happening here? Torres making his way from CT spawn, but he's a bit too far to help his teammate out. Really, Kronos hears the shots from behind.
Hey, what?
Oh my god, how is he missing that? He missed
missing?
again. Equok goes down. Kronos gets that kill. Can he actually clutch this? Torres, he's super slow and he can't land the headshot, but he gets it anyways. Oh, it was close. It was so close. But Torres,
like 20 butt shots before he eventually got that kill.
oh my god, why are these rounds so close?
Yeah, I don't know. And here's the thing, right? The only person to get kills there was Shadow before. Who was it? Kronos. Was it Kronos? Yeah, I think so. It was Kronos. By the end, got one and almost won the round. But here's the thing, though. They were up against a full eco, so Fuzion did not have to buy that round whatsoever to win that round. And now they only have 2 rounds to go, while Carnage still has a mountain to climb, and they don't have that much money. Actually, in fact, they're kind of giving away here this round, almost. So they might just be giving away map point at this point. And that's going to be really tough because they're going to need to win the next 6 rounds after that.
This is not easy for Carnage5. And even though Dark Soul, he made that clutch work, was not enough really. Fuzion Gaming are looking much better right now. Even Dragot topping the frag boards, 26 kills and 12 deaths. He's having a good game, Dragot, and you can definitely tell by the way he's playing. Okay, I don't think I've ever seen that strat before. They do lose Trist, but Killer B trades it back. Equok finds that shot onto Dark Soul. Kira goes down as well. Kronos responds, however, with the deagle, but Equok trades it back. Thor, last man standing here for Carnage5. He's got a deagle and armor, but other than that, not really much to work with. As he makes his way through connector now towards that A side. The bomb is getting planted by Torres. It's a 1v3. There's not really much he can hope for here. Maybe a headshot or 2, but he can't even find that. Equok shuts him down with the AK. And Fuzion Gaming 59. They're flirting with map point now.
Yeah, and actually that little pop dog, yeah, that little drop down they did there is actually, it's become a real trend for quite a while actually. A lot of professional teams have been doing that, yeah. But there are different alternatives for that, because it is risky that many times you can actually kill the guy on the bottom, and then because of the guy on top is busy falling, that you can actually get both of the kills. So it's a bit of a risky drop, but it is common, but it's kind of going off trend nowadays. What's this already? There's already 2 people down with Carnage. This is GG.
Odd stuff, really. Fuzion Gaming, they've got the advantage now. This is almost over. Kronos and Shadow, last 2 standing for Carnage5. Kronos does get 1 kill, so does Shadow. It might hope to bring this back, but Trist caught Shadow mid-reload. Kronos now trying to make his way pop dog. He has to try go for this, and Torres picks him off with the op easily. This is map 1 over now in favor of Fuzion Gaming. It was a 69 scoreline.